Alright, y'all, before I go inside, I wanted to put you guys on some new revelation. Hold on, is this irritating you guys? I want to put you guys on some new revelation that I got after talking to my friend, and actually the conversation that we had at Bible study yesterday. So I realized a lot of us are going through the same season, yo. Like, we 2020 twins up in here, and the season that we are in right now is kind of a season of survival, and we're not really sure how everything's gonna work together for our good, but we're too far out, okay? Like, we're too far out to go back to where we came from, and we just not there enough to get to the promised land, and we just in this in-between area, right? And before we get into the revelation, I need you to check yourself. Okay, have you done 1 Peter 5:7? Have you gone and casted your worries unto God? If not, please get up off of here, go give God your truth, be honest with him. If you gotta cry out, that is cool, do you, but I need you to get your feelings up off of you, okay? Because God is about to give you some new understanding, right? Alright, I don't know, is this irritating you guys? Let me turn it off. Before I go inside, I wanted to put you guys on some new revelation that the Lord put me on to. So after the conversation we had at Bible study, I just had another conversation that was similar to it, and I'm starting to realize a lot of us are 2020 in this season, okay? We is really going through the same season, this season of survival, and I really wanted to put you guys on to some steps that kind of helped me, okay? But before we get into the revelation, I need you to go and check yourself. Have you done 1 Peter 5:7? Have you casted your worries and cares unto God? If not, please stop this video and go and cast your cares and worries unto God, okay? Please stop moving around with all the weight on the word. Give it to God. If you gotta cry, do you, friend. I understand people don't understand what you're going through, and you just feel like I understand it. Give it to God, okay? And then come back. So I started to realize there's gonna be a stage that we're all gonna encounter in the season of survival, which is that revisement stage. And the revisement stage, oh, that was rude. The revisement stage simply looks like you regretting your integrous actions, okay? So the revisement stage is where you start to look over the integrous actions that you have done, the actions that you have made during that season or during that time leading up to the byproduct of whatever the outcome is right now. Revisement stage is honestly the first step to regret, and what a lot of people don't understand is as soon as you get to this revisement stage, when the byproduct is not what you wanted it to be or what God told you it was going to be, it's so easy to listen to the enemy's thoughts and believe that you should have made an impure choice rather than a pure choice, okay? So I was looking over my actions and I was like, dang, I wish I could have done this, that, and the third, and God was saying, I need you to stop that, okay? Because at the end of the day, you need to remember who you did it for. You didn't do it for that person. You didn't do it for the opportunity. You didn't do it for yourself. You did it for me. And I was like, Lord, what is that supposed to mean? Like, what are you talking about? And God told me, like, stop trying to change the pure actions that you did, because the byproduct is not what I told you it was going to be, because the byproduct was not what you thought it was going to be. Just because it didn't work out like that doesn't mean I don't have 105 million different ways to make it work together for your good. But as soon as you start to doubt your integrous actions, that's where you allow the enemy to step in and tempt you. And that's why God was saying, I need you to stop with these impure thoughts and these impure actions, because when we allow these impure actions to take hold of us and marinate in our heads, it soon grows into temptation. That's what it does. And it allows us to have this hatred and this resentment towards God and the opportunity or the situation or whatever you're in. You cannot be so caught up on it not working that you miss the lesson that God needed you to get within this season. And I think a lot of times we get so caught up in the fact that, well, that person or that situation or that thing is never going to understand what I had to sacrifice and what I had to feel. And all of this, and I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings, friend, but what I am saying is you are so right. I want to let you know that that person will never understand what they did to you. That situation will never understand how hard you work, how much effort you put into it. I understand that you feel like you're the only one sacrificing and nobody else is giving and everybody else is invalidating. I hear you and I understand. And those people might never understand how their actions affected you, but you cannot allow that to taint the way you go after the vision that God has for you. And I need you to understand that you didn't do it for them, but you did it for God. You didn't do it for that situation, you did it for God. And since you weren't doing it for that situation or you weren't doing it for them, you don't have to worry about who the byproduct is going to go to, because the byproduct was already anointed by God. You didn't do it for them, but you did it for God.